Hello guys, good morning. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, the Explicit Tutorials. As you all know, my name is Dr. Joseph. Please, as you are watching this video, endeavor to subscribe, like, share, and comment. My name remains Dr. Joseph or Mr. Explicit. We are still discussing phylum chordata. Alright, in our previous class, we treated subphylum urochordata, subphylum cephalochordata, and subphylum vertebrata. Okay, in today's class we shall be discussing other subphyla present in this phylum chordata. We established the fact that the phylum chordata is under the subphylum Gnanthostomata. All right, that is by the way. Now, before I jump into today's business, I want to put a diagram on the board. I want you to explain the 4 distinctive features that chordates possess. Let's do it. So if sometimes it's good to put diagram on the board for a better understanding, right? So it's somewhat like this, somewhat like this. All right, so done like this. We now have the notochord. Somewhat like this. Then close to notochord, you now have the hollow dorsal fin. This is the hollow dorsal fin, and on top it you have this structure called the fine rays. Then here you now have a structure just giving a rough sketch. Alright, so on this very region of this organism, you have the serine. Okay, it continues, it extends. You have alright, so then from here you have a structure that looks like this. What I have here is a diagram of a cephalochordate. Alright, let me say a shortened diagram of cephalochordate. Now, with what I have here, all the four distinct features possessed by cephalochordates, they are present in this diagram. Okay. Now, this very region is called the cerebellum, and I told us it is the region where the sense organs are located. Right, the sense organs are located in this region. Now, these very structures here are called the gill slits. They are called the gill slits. Then around this region, you have the velum. Let me extend it. Sorry. Here you have the gill slits. This region you have the velum. All right. You have some structures here like this. Now, around this region, you have the liver is around this region. Then here you have the atrium. Around this region, you have the gonads. Now, this opening found in this organism is called a triopore. This region is the anus. Now, this part that extends further from the anus is the one that is called what? Post-anal tail. All right, post-anal tail. Now, this region is called segmented muscle. Segmented muscle. You see, it's divided into different segments. Now, this very region that extends from here to this place is called the fin rays. It's called the fin rays. Now, this hollow parts of the diagram, this hollow parts, all right, of this organism is actually called the dorsal nerve cord. Dorsal nerve cord. All right. Why this rod that is longitudinal now, this very rod is called the nerve cord, the notochord, the notochord. You can see that the notochord is made up of what? Muscle fibers. So I'll open the bracket, right? Muscle fibers. All right. Okay. The first one here is the dorsal nerve cord, and we have the notochord. Which one again? We have the gill slits and we have the post-anal tail. So these are the characteristics of a typical chordates: dorsal nerve cord, all right, gill slits, post-anal tail, and the notochord. I told you that the sense organs are found in this region, and I told that the gonads, they are directly connected to the atrium. All right, and it also has a triopore, which is the region where water leaves the body, and here you have segmented muscle. It is this segmented muscle that brings about the movement. By the muscular contraction of this muscle, it will propel movement. So this is a typical diagram of a lancet or a cephalochordate. Cephalochordates. All right, the major features are present in this diagram. Of course, you have the intestine around this region, the intestine. All right, so please take note of that. It is very, very important. I believe it's clear. I've taken this topic already, but I just wanted to bring it into today's video. So I'll rub it off, then let's continue with what we have for today. All right, now the next thing we are going to be discussing is going to be you know, the neural crest is found between the neural tube and the ectoderm. All right, the neural crest is found between this is what the neural crest is found between the ectoderm and It's found between the ectoderm and what? The neural tube. And it is this neural crest, alright, it is this neural crest that form the components of the skull and jaws of vertebrates. Do you understand that? It is this neural crest which is found between the ectoderm and the neural tube that forms the skull and jaws of vertebrates. Very, very important. Now, you also have the pharyngeal slits. I told us in our previous class that the pharyngeal slits, right, gives rise to certain structures like the neck, head, ears, neck, head, ears, and of course gills, all right, etc. All right, etc. Now, based on jaw, right, based on jaws, based on, okay, should I, okay, yes, based on jaws, we have two superclasses. Based on jaws, we have two superclasses. Now, we have superclass Agnantha. This tells you the jawless fishes belong to this superclass, jawless fishes. You now have class Myzini. Myzini, that is where you have the hag fishes. Hag fishes. You now have class Cephalaspidomorphi, right? Cephalaspidomorphi. This is where you have the lampreys, all right? However, in lecturer's notes, lamprey was classified under the class Petromyzontida, all right? Actually, Petromyzontida is an order. The class is Cephalaspidomorphi and order Petromyzontida, all right? But the lecturer treated it as class. Please, let's give it to him as class. You give it to him as class, okay? Now, so these are the two species that are jawless, belonging to superclass Agnantha, right? This is his first superclass. Now, the other superclass is superclass Gnanthostomata. Right, these are species that have jaws. You now have class Chondrites. You have class Chondrites. That is where you have that is where the shark. You have sharks, rays, and skates. Shark, rays, and skates belong to this class. You also have class. These are cartilaginous fishes, all right? Cartilaginous fishes. All right, their skull is made up of cartilage and not bone. All right, you have class Osteoptes. That is where you have the bony fishes. Now, based on skull, you have class Chondrites, class Osteoptes, bony fishes, sharks, rays, skates. They are all cartilaginous, but these ones, they are bony fishes, which means that their skull is made up of what? Bone. And these ones, they have jaws, but these ones do not have jaws. Agnantha. So organisms that possess jaws are called gnathostomes, all right? Gnathostomes, and they belong to superclass Gnathostomata. And of course, you agree with me that organisms, please, the jaws are formed, the jaws of an organism are formed from the rod of the pharyngeal slits. All right, that is where the jaws are formed from. All right, now if an organism possesses jaws, what does that tell you? It means that it has the ability to eat variety of what food substances. It can be a carnivore, as the case may be. It can be an herbivore or an omnivore. All right. For example, now humans, we are actually omnivores. All right. We are omnivores. We feed on everything, and we have a well-modified dental structure. That is why we can chew, we can grind, we can tear. All right. That is because we have canine. Canine is actually used for tearing because it is what? Chisel in shape. It has sharp teeth. So that is for that. Now we have superclass Agnantha and superclass Gnanthostomata. Now we are going to be looking at the features of class Myzini, that is the hagfishes, and class Cephalaspidomorphi before we jump into this one. Oh, we are ready. Oh, it's recording. Yeah. So let's take the first one, class Myzini. Class Myzini. All right, class Myzini, and of course that is where you have the hagfishes. Now, what are the features of the hagfishes? One, they are called primitive jawless fishes. They are called primitive jawless fishes. So they have rasping tongue. They have rasping tongue. All right, they have rasping tongue. They lack vertebrae and jaws. I told you they are what? Jawless. And again, their skin is soft, glandular, and slime. Alright, so please, they have the ability to produce slime, and the function of this slime is for what? Protection. Alright, their skin is soft, glandular, and of course slimy. Okay, it produces a slimy substance that is meant for what? Protection. Okay, please take note of that. It is very, very important. They are primitive fishes, and of course they are marine. They are found in marine habitats. All right, please take note that they have poorly developed paired fins. All right, poorly developed paired fins. In some cases, paired fins are absent completely. So please, these are the characteristics of the hagfishes, which are the jawless fishes. Now, please take note that hagfishes, all right, they possess notochord. They possess notochord till into adult. Let me use the word into. They possess notochord into adults. So, which means that even during their early stage, notochord is present, and in their adult stage, notochord is also present. Like the urochordata, I told you that in their early stage of life, the four features are present, which are the dorsal, hollow, or tubular nerve cord, notochord, pharyngeal gill slits, and post-anal tail. The four are present. But as they metamorphose into adult stage, the notochord and post-anal tail disappear, and the dorsal, tubular, or hollow nerve cord reduces to a single ganglion. It is only the pharyngeal gill slits that is retained, okay? But this guy, all of them are retained. You understand that? So please take note of that. It is very important. They also have a gill slit, of course, which is meant for what? Respiration, or for what? Breathing. That is all about the class Myzini hagfishes. Now, another one, of course, is is a lampreys. That is class Petromyzontidae. That is a lampreys. Now, what are the features of the lampreys? All right, they lack vertebrae. They lack vertebrae, and is there another one? Secondly, they also have notochord. All right, they have notochord. They develop notochord into what? The adult stage, which means that even in the adult stage, notochord is present. Please also take note that these guys, their mouths is like sucker. All right, they have sucking mouth parts. Their mouths is like a sucker. Please take note of that. It is very, very important. It is very, very important. And of course, their skull is made up of cartilage. Their skull is made up of what? Cartilage. Oh, let us just, is there another feature I'm missing? They are also primitive, alright? They are also primitive. They are jawless. They lack jaw, alright? They lack jaw. Please, these guys, they also have cranium. They possess cranium. Don't forget that. They possess cranium, but they lack vertebrae. Do you understand that they possess cranium, which is the skull, but they lack vertebrae? So that is all about the class Petromyzontidae. Good example are the lampreys. Hope it's clear enough. Now, so we've treated the two classes under superclass Agnantha. Agnantha. Now, the next superclass, of course, is superclass Gnanthostomata. That is because the organisms that belong to this superclass have jaws. All right. Superclass Gnanthostomata. All right, that is jawed fishes. Jawed fishes because they have jaw. You now have class Chondrichthyes. You have class Chondrichthyes, and of course you have them to be rays, as initially said, rays, skates, and what? Sharks. Sharks. Now, they can also be classified under elasmobranchiomorphy. All right, they are also classified under elasmobranchiomorphy. Now the question is, what are the features of the Chondrichthyes? One, their skull is made up of what? It's made up of cartilage. Their skull is made up of what? Cartilage and not bone. They are called cartilaginous fishes. Oh, no. They are called cartilaginous fishes because their skull is cartilaginous in nature and not bony. Another feature these guys also possess is that they have dorsal fin. The dorsal fin possessed by this guy is meant for what? Stability. It's meant for stability. And they also have paired fins. Paired fins. What are these fins? They are the pectoral and what? Pelvic fins. Now the pectoral and pelvic fins bring about lift and forward movements. Forward movements. Alright, the pectoral and pelvic fins are meant for lift and what? Forward movement. Please, these guys, they lack swim bladder and lungs. They lack swim bladder and lungs. If they lack swim bladder, we all know the function of the swim bladder it brings about, it enhances buoyancy. Now, if since they lack swim bladder, what do you think plays the role of buoyancy? Please, they have oil in their kidney. All right, it is the oil in their liver. Sorry, they have oil in their liver that does the work of waiting buoyancy. All right. Normally, in other fishes, they possess swim bladder, which increases the efficiency of what? Buoyancy. But these guys, they lack swim bladder. They lack swim bladder. It therefore means that the oil present in their liver plays the role of swim bladder. Hope is clear enough. Apart from that, they also have what is called heterocecal tail. Their tail is heterocecal. Their tail is heterocecal. Is there another one I've not said? Okay, they have separate sexes, and they have lateral line system. Lateral line system. Of course, we all know the function of the lateral line. All right, it is used for the detection of what? Vibration in the water. It is used for detection of vibration in the water. That is to say that sometimes when there are predators around, it is a lateral line system that actually tells you that dangers are around. All right. Please, they also have streamline body that is meant for what? Balancing. All right. Streamline body for balancing. Now these guys, they may be oviparous, viviparous, or ovoviviparous, which is to say that they have numerous reproductive modes. You don't say that one, it depends on the species of these guys, you understand? So they are oviparous, viviparous, or ovoviviparous. Apart from these features, they also have intestine. They also have intestine that is made up of what is called spiral valve. Spiral valve, alright? They have intestine that is made up of what? Spiral valve. Please, these are the features of chondrites. These ones are enough for you to have a good score, understand? So please just take note of these features. They are very, very important. Shall we proceed? Okay, is there anyone one I've not said? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yes, completely dealt with. This is they lack swim bladder and lungs. Therefore, the oil in their liver does the work of what? Swim bladder. The next class is class Osteoctes. Yeah, class Osteoctes. They are bony fishes. Actually, that is just what I have to say there. They are bony fishes, which means that their skull is made up of bones and not cartilage, unlike the chondrites. Oh yeah, it's correct actually. It's correct. So that is all. I said class. All right. They are called bony fishes. So we are not done. We also have another class Actinopterygii. Actinopterygii. Now, what are the features of class Actinopterygii? One, they have a bony type of endoskeleton. And this endoskeleton is made up of what? Calcium phosphate. It's made up of what? Calcium phosphate. phosphate. Very, very important. Now, apart from that, they also have their fins, all right, are supported by bony ray or a bony structure, which therefore enhances a better swimming ability. Okay, apart from these features, they first evolved in fresh water. They first evolved in freshwater environment, and they later moved to marine environments. All right, so which means that they can be found in both freshwater and marine water. However, they first evolved in fresh water. All right, please take note of that. They also have the gill slits. Of course, it's meant for what? Respiration. So that is all about the actinopterygii. Is there any other one? I don't think so. Okay, I believe we are done. So the next class is, we also have class Actinistia or Actinitia, I don't know. Class Actinitia. Alright, that is the next class. Now, this class also possesses bony endoskeleton. Alright, that is known for calcium phosphate. Alright, they are completely found in freshwater environments. Alright, now this class houses member whose fins, right, are surrounded by a bony structure, and this bony structure is actually rod-like. You say that the fins are made up of, or they are supported by a bony rod structure, right? A bony rod structure. Now, this bony rod structure is surrounded by a thick layer of muscles. A thick layer of what? Muscles. Now, because of the thick layer that surrounds the rod-shaped bony structure, that gives it the ability to walk and swim beneath the water or under water. All right, so please, due to the fact that the fins are supported by a bony structure that is rod shaped, and this bony structure is surrounded by a thick layer of muscles. Now, what is now the importance, or what is the significance of this? It brings about walking and swimming under the water. However, the actinicians were actually they were thought to have gone on extinction. They were thought to have gone on extinction. All right, they thought they've gone out of existence. But in year 1938, a fisherman caught two species are actually known here, and they were thought to have undergone extinction. All right, but in 1938, a fisherman in the Indian Ocean caught a species of this class Actinitia. All right, please take note of that. That is, please take note that these organisms, they are the closest to amphibians or tetrapods. They are the living closest organisms to the amphibians or tetrapods. All right, the word tetrapods means what? Four walking. That is tetrapod. Tetra means what? Leg. Pod. Tetra means four. The pod is like saying leg. 4 limbs, 4 legs for what? Walking. So that is for that. We also have another class called class. Please take note. Please take note of this. It is okay. We have class Dipnoi. Class Dipnoi. Please, it is the class Dipnoi that is closest to amphibians and tetrapods and not the actinia, right? Please, the Dipnoi are known to possess or to have been the closest living organisms to amphibians and tetrapods. So please take note of that. Of course, they also have endoskeleton that is bony and it is made up of what? Calcium phosphate. Please take note of that. It is very important. So, is there any other point? So, we are done with the various classes based on jaws. What do you think? So, for you to understand, for you to have an in-depth knowledge of this video, you have to pay proper attention. You must give it your full concentration, because if you are not careful enough, you may take the features of one for another. All right. So, please take note that the Osteoptes, they have homosecatile, homosecatile, right? Homosecatile, all right? But the conjunctives have heterosecatile, all right? So, in our next class, we shall be treating tetrapods, evolution of tetrapods. All right, let me put it on the board. Now we have tetrapods. All right, tetrapods tetra is 4, right? Animals having 4 walking legs. You have the amphibians. You have the reptiles. All right, please take note of something here. Under the amphibians, of course, they have numerous striking features. They are ectoderms. All right, they are ectoderms. They are young ones. Their juvenile form is the tadpole. Please, I just remembered something now. Good. The juvenile form, or the early stage, or the larval stage of the urochordate is very similar to that of tadpole in amphibians. Yes, it just occurred to me now. Please, the early stage of urochordates, all right, is very similar to that of tadpole in amphibians. Now, these guys, they have what is called clidoic. Is it clidoic? Okay, no. They have amniotic egg. All right. For them to have an amniotic egg, it means that their egg lacks amniotic fluid. All right. And amniotic fluid is actually found in the amniotic layer, and the function of this amniotic fluid is to prevent shock. All right, it cushions shock and prevents mechanical injuries to the developing embryo found in the uterus. All right. So apart from these guys, they are amphibious. All right, their name was coined from the word. Yes, amphibia was coined from the term amphibious. Now, this amphibious means double lifestyle. All right, that is the they can live in what's it called? They can live in water and moist land. They can live in water and moist land. Amphibious. All right, double lifestyle. Okay. Now, these guys, I said they have amniotic egg. Unlike the reptiles, they have clidoic egg. Now, respiration in amphibians could be It could be done through the skin, gill, mouth, or lungs. Yes, the tadpole, which is the juvenile stage of amphibians, respires or carries out respiration with the use of the gill, and the gill is situated in the tail region. All right, an adult amphibian can actually carry out respiration through the skin. Please, the skin is not actually dry, it must be moist. Now, it is moist because there's what is called mucus secreting gland. This mucus secreting gland produces mucus, which is a slimy substance that keeps the skin of the amphibian moist or wet in order for it to respirate easily. All right, respiration done through the skin is called what? Cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous respiration. Of course, the gills of the conjunctives, the gills of the conjunctives are situated in the operculum. Operculum. Alright, so the operculum is what houses the gills in conjunctives and other related fishes. Take note of that. So respiration done through the skin is called cutaneous respiration. Mouth is called buccal respiration. Lungs, pulmonary respiration. Right? If they are ectotherm, it means that their body temperature varies with their environment. Unlike humans, birds, humans are all endotherms. They are ectotherms and poikilotherms. Alright? Poikilotherms are actually called cold-blooded animals. Alright? But humans, we are called warm-blooded animals, and we are endotherms because our body temperature is constant with the environment, and we have the ability to produce heat endogenously. But these guys, they cannot produce their own energy or heat, which means that they depend on the energy that is produced from the external environment. Okay, so please take note of that. It is very, very important. Some of the members of amphibians, they are called tailed amphibians. All right, there are three classes of amphibians. We have the class Apoda. There are three orders. They're actually orders, not classes. Now there are three orders of class amphibians. They are class Apoda. If I don't call it class Apoda, I'll call it class Gymnofauna. All right, order Apoda, and that is where the Sicilians belong. The Sicilians belong to order Apoda. We now have another order called order Chordata. Order Chordata. Sometimes some textbook will tell you Urodela. Chordata is same thing as what? Urodela. Now they are called Chordata because they are tailed amphibians. They have tail. They are called tailed amphibians. And the third one is order Anurans. Now that is order Anura houses the Anurans, which are frogs and toads. Examples of chordates or examples of urodeles are salamanders, newts, sirens, water dogs, mud puppies, and yes, salamanders, newts, water dogs, mud puppies, sirens are all examples of chordates or urodeles. But amphibians, you have under Anura, you have frog and toad. So in our next class, I'm going to be treating properly. I wanted a round of just now. My speech just told me to continue. In our next class, I'm going to be taking it properly. The features of order Apoda, Chordata, and Anura. Thanks for watching. Do have a wonderful day. If you know you have learned something, so please endeavor to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Do have a wonderful day.